we'll put in some sunglasses. Let's get this party started. Get the sound check. Reply to this message. Just started the stream. So it's no worries. See you later. We're gonna start walking, folks. I don't see anybody watching the stream yet. So yeah. We're gonna just check the sound real quick, and then we're gonna start watching. Got my sound venom set up in some other days. And then, let's see. Boom shot. Maybe I want to check the screen brightness. I guess the screen brightness. I guess the screen brightness is okay. This phone is a monster, so pretty good. Oh man, I should have checked it already. The sound. I see some people listening already. Let's see how the sound is. Check 1, 2. We're gonna start walking. Should be good. I got mics and stuff in the bag. I'm gonna start walking. Get the show on the road. So we're actually in Kichijoji. I did hear myself. So we're indoors. We're in the mall. I'm gonna show you a few things. So we're gonna start off by this bus area. I got a few gadgets to help me out today, technology-wise, and I want to show you some real estate places because this place is pretty cool. This mall is dope. I actually should have shown you. Yeah, there's a lot of nice scenery over here. So. A lot of nice scenery, really. Right now it is 4:11 in Tokyo, Japan, and we're gonna walk through this outdoor mall. Now this outdoor mall is pretty extensive. I'm just gonna check my sound real quick before I get, just to make sure you guys are hearing me fine. Not everybody is super talkative. All right. For some reason, it cuts in and out. How's my sound? Can you let me know how my sound is? I don't know if my sound sounds bad because my phone is close to the other phone, but it sounds like it's cutting in and out. I'll check my Wi-Fi setting. Let me see real quick. It's okay. Wi-Fi setting is okay. I think it's my Bluetooth headphones, so I'm just gonna ignore that. I'm just gonna unplug my Bluetooth headphones. It's rainy season just got done, and I think I'm gonna buy Bluetooth headphones because it seems to be more of a problem with that than anything else. So like I said, we're in the outdoor mall. I'm gonna show you a few things. I'm gonna show you some spots to avoid in Japan. And this doesn't just work for Kichijoji, but it sort of works for everywhere. Like I said, I have some gadgets that came yesterday. I hooked it up. I'll just show it to you. It's attached to me right here for a hands-free experience on my book bag. So maybe steadier, maybe less steadier than in my hands. Not sure. But yeah, so. As you can see to the right-hand side, and there's a lot of these shops all over Japan. But there's some really good steals here. People come from Yokohama, Chiba to this area. It's called Kichijoji, and it's a great shopping area. I don't know where you guys are at. If you're in California, you might also be in. You're probably in some parts of Asia because of the time zone difference. But I'm just trying to show everybody. There's so many countries with a good time zone. The cool parts of Japan at different times. Like right now is a convenient time for me to stream, and it's daytime daytime. It's nice to see Japan during the daytime. And to be honest, before moving to, this is Kichijoji, and your name is so, or am I pronouncing it right? Is it the first or the second one? So, have you been to Kichijoji? Or are you American? Nobody says lemon, pepper, steppers, gang, gang. Don't be a zesty low life. Double tap your screen to like. It's free. Nobody. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Appreciate that so much. Yeah, yeah. Please like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. And hello to you, nobody. How you feeling today? How's your day going? Where you at? Which country? Which city? So we got 2nd Street here. You can find some pretty unbelievable finds at this store. Each 2nd Street is uniquely different. There's even a 2nd Street that sells, kids are coming out, so if you ever see me do my phone like this, it's just because I don't want to show kids if they suddenly pop out. I don't know if they're finished with school or what, but, and I'm guessing how's my sound? Nobody, I'm guessing my sound is good. By the way, these drivers make Japan go round. They deliver my packages, my Amazon package last night. They deliver Uber Eats while you're out here. So this is a big part of Japan. Says I'm Japanese and living in Tokyo, so I've been there. Yeah. How do you like Kichijoji? They have some really cool stores. They have custom jewelry places. Looks like this place makes custom glasses. Speaking of which, I do need glasses, but I won't interrupt the stream for that. Seiyu, I believe, is a dollar store. Can correct me if I'm wrong. But there's Don Quixote. Kind of can't live without that eventually in Japan. But Seria is definitely the dollar store. And the reason why I'm showing you Kichijoji today is like, it's so convenient, literally has everything. To be honest, and this might be including Akihabara and even Roppongi, and I'll just show you the real estate. This might not be the best place to show you, but like this place is 18 square meters. Like you can live here and it's less than 52,000, which means that's like $400 give and take. Maybe someone can check USD to JPY on Google to catch me if I'm wrong, but that's a really nice place. I didn't check how far it is from the station, but sometimes it's pretty close. It's pretty convenient. So living here in Japan is definitely doable, even if you're like working at a fast food restaurant or a supermarket. Even those people can afford their own place, live in Tokyo without having roommates. And if you're somebody who's doing something on the side besides what your daytime job is, that's really cool. This looks like a new donut place called Uni Donuts. Let's just take a look. これは何ですか？プレーン？いいよ。ありがとうございます。それはゴミですか？ありがとうございます。美味しかった。ありがとうございます。Alright, that was pretty good. I'll take the phone away so you don't hear me like just quickly. It's not very crunchy, so I just eat it on camera. There's a lot of real estate places. This is kind of hit or miss, especially if you're a foreigner living here. But I know you know this is a popular place. Oh, cool. Microevolve watching a lot of the vids. Great vids. Thank you, Microevolve. Appreciate that. Appreciate y'all giving support, responding in the chat, doing likes, subscribes, etc. You read Japanese characters correctly? Thank you. Yeah. I haven't seen that name that much. So this is the outdoor part. As you can see, a lot of real estate places. I think if we go to the other side, I skipped past the other places. Let me see. Coming back to Japan next month. Okay, Microevolve, trying to get into IT. Yeah, we can. When you come in, we can sit down, talk about visas. I've had a lot of crazy experiences with visas. In fact, a couple months ago, my visa was temporarily expired while my application was waiting. There's a lot of misconceptions people have about visas, and a lot of unknown, and a lot of people just guess. and make guesses on how the government decides to do visas. So, but yeah, it depends what kind of visa I guess you're on. You might be on a tourist visa. I'm not sure your situation. But actually, Micro Evolve, speaking about IT, yesterday when I was at the beach, I was with my friend. They're very into music over here, guys. Also, don't have a degree. I don't really think the degree matters that much for visa, especially depending on your language skills, even if you only speak English. They're kind of hard up for IT. AI hasn't disrupted this industry. It just changes and will continue to change it. This looks like a temple. So a lot of very nice temples all around Japan. Not gonna go inside, not sure of the spirituality aspect, but there's a lot of other stuff to show. This might be another temple across the street and right next to this fire station. And the fire trucks are pretty interesting. This one looks rather large. I thought they were smaller, but this is a pretty large looking fire truck. Maybe this is different than the rest. I think it's a fire truck. Can correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, the tourist visa. Well, the tourist visa, that's 3 months. Yeah, I mean, heck, maybe I can get you a job out here if you want one, Micro Evolved. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Hope we can chat. Yeah. Just message me. I kind of have to fix my YouTube and stuff to put my Instagram or something, so it's easier for people to find me, to direct message me. But in due time, this is a really nice. Maybe I should get in closer before I show you guys some other stuff, which I can show you upon request. But this is a really cool neighborhood. I actually wish I knew about when I came to Japan, but I didn't. They have supermarkets on every corner. They literally have everything you can ask for. And yeah, I'm kind of surprised by all the temples. I'll have to ask my friend when she arrives what's up with all this. It's like Temple City out here. But yeah, we can chat. Let me know. Just remind me, send me a message. And then, my Instagram, I feel bad because I was at the beach yesterday interviewing some ladies, and they messaged me, and and they followed me. I just got their people's follows and messages today, so I'm a little late responding, but I will respond. In Japan, we use Line out here all the time. So Line is the best, but if you just get with me on YouTube, message me, and I'll definitely get back to you as soon as possible. So I'm definitely down for meeting up, talking with you, Micro Evolve, no problem. I just started YouTube, so not, my goal is just to get set up with YouTube. And it's a lot of work technology-wise. Never really did YouTube before. Just started studying my Final Cut Pro last year. So because my technology stuff is so, I'm just shooting these YouTube lives for the past month. Quick question though, when it comes to dating out there as a colored guy, how is it? Because I'm mixed with black and white too. My mom's Jamaican, my dad's some kind of Polish Russian mix. So half and half for me too. So I wanted to know my B, if I'm asking a lot. No, it's not that bad. I mean, whatever people ask for, like I'll show them while I'm out here. Like as long as I can explain it, and if I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know, and I'll just get the answer for you, or try and cover it in a future video. But dating out here is really good. So my fundamentals when it comes to dating is I don't really pick like either gender in the gender wars. I just think for men, there's two categories of dating. There's dating category for fun, and there's a dating category for being, for serious, for like marriage or a serious relationship. And whether it's a serious relationship or for fun, as long as you comfortably have your time schedule okay, and as long as you live nearby in a convenient neighborhood where you can date, then you're gonna date okay. The problem in America and other countries is guys can't afford their own apartments. Maybe they have to have roommates or living at home. And whether you're dating for fun or a serious relationship, it's just not conducive. But In Japan, you could live here comfortably even if you're not making a lot of money. You can have a decent schedule and you could date well. And the Japanese ladies, they're all up for the dating. So, you know, some might have particular picks. So if you're black and white and they want someone with blue eyes, then that's that. If you're 6 foot, they want someone who's 7 foot, or you're 6'4" and that's too tall, or 6 foot and that's too tall, then they'll go for a shorter guy. But you'll definitely have a lot of beautiful women to choose from. They care about how they look, they care about how they treat their man. So you'll have a good time dating out here. Hope that answers your question, Micro Evolved. And I'm guessing everybody can hear me okay. No one told me how my sound is. I undid my Bluetooth, but I'll do a quick sound check as soon as I get the chance. I'm sort of walking in random places right now, just because it's hard for me to do two things at once, sort of. But a lot of good banks. Maybe we'll keep going straight. Just don't want to get hit by a bicycle. That can happen, by the way, getting hit by a bicycle. Yeah, cool. Happy the answer sufficed, Micro Evolved. A lot of shopping. Oh, I wanted to show you guys the park. I'm not sure the name of the park, but maybe we'll keep walking straight on the outskirts until my friend arrives. I guess she wanted to get something done in Kichijoji. Yeah. Bring the questions, man. Like I wish there was a YouTube channel of someone actually based Japan to answer questions when I first came to Japan, for sure. And then, you know, which countries are you at? I'm kind of curious to travel to ask you questions as well. Let's take a look at this. This is a yakiniku place, which is very popular in Japan. You know, even if I didn't have stuff to do here in Japan, I would definitely come here just for shabu shabu, barbecue, etc. I live in Cali, so it's rough out here. Should be getting me tight. Yeah, I have a friend who moved from Japan to Korea. And then, oh, there's a Nojima here. I didn't know that. Nojima is an electric store. He moved to California after moving to Korea. And yeah, it's sort of rough out there. He told me his situation. I mean, he's doing well now. We all have tough times. I've definitely had some tough times this year in Japan for various reasons. Sometimes for visa, sometimes for other. This is a pretty cool street. But yeah, man, yeah, keep your head up, Micro Evolve. Like, you sound like a positive guy. So, you know, you'll be in Japan or your desired country location in no time. So, I mean, you told me you'll be in Japan. So, heck, we know that already. Yeah, getting mad is just mad expensive, my man. Yeah, and getting mad is mad expensive time-wise, too. So, but sometimes we have knee-jerk reactions. Sometimes things upset us. And, you know, we just got to try to be the best we can. Like, I try to be emotionally cool, but sometimes, like, something just, like, boils me up. So, the more happy I am with my game plan, the more difficult it is to rile me up. If I'm not really happy with how things are going, if I don't like something, then it's best that I change things up. I was getting mad recently, so I changed things up, and seems to be better now. Seem to be pretty good. Yeah, facts, man. So I'm with you, man. But, you know, being mad is not a bad thing. It's a sign that you care, that you're about it, that you're motivated. When people already gave up, they stop getting mad. They just give up. I don't think those people get mad. I think they get depressed. So I guess there's two different reactions. I'm going to try and get set up now so that I can view things on my other phone. Let me do a quick sound check to make sure my sound is okay. Because I checked it with my Bluetooth. Let me make sure my Bluetooth is off. Bluetooth is off. So now I'll do a quick sound check to make sure I sound okay. So you guys aren't just watching, but you're hearing me too. Sounds okay. All right, now I'm going to use this device. 1 second. All right, interesting. So, let me see. All right. And then this would just take a setting to check it. All right. Looks like I'm going good. And then I can start using my Bluetooth. I guess my sound is okay. And then the cool thing too is I can check with the Bluetooth what you guys are saying. Tell me if my view is okay. Please. And then yeah, give me a second to get my Bluetooth set up, guys. Bluetooth. Beats Flex. I try to keep this system set up around the height. I was keeping my phone kind of crunched to my shoulder. Similar height, so it could give you a similarly nice view. Let me see, when you first came to Japan, did you have a tourist visa or another type of visa? And checking the sound. Nice. All right. I came actually on, believe it or not, I haven't said it, you're the first person who's asked me this. I met a girl in New York, and she was a wonderful girl, so I actually came here on a marriage visa, and it was a decent visa, but I got divorced. She's a great woman, great lady, it's just circumstances, so I have a lot to say on relationships. I think relationships are very complex and a lot of dynamics, way more than people say. So, but anyway, when I got divorced, I just started switching types of visas. I was in Osaka, so I did a teacher visa, and then I became a salesperson in Tokyo and did visas that would allow me to do sales. And it's been crazy visa situation ever since. I think it's hard to see the view here, so I'll try to turn because there's a lot of kids here. I don't want kids to appear in my video, so. But yeah. I'll take my headphones out, just start. I'm trying to see how to view the chats. I was seeing it before. I don't see it now. All right, maybe this isn't working. I gotta perfect this because, oh, here's the chats. All right. So hopefully everything isn't as difficult as now. By the way, how's the video? So this is attached to my book bag, so let me know. Is this steady enough or you want me to switch back to my hand for the view? I don't know how steady it is. This is not a gimbal. It's attached to my book bag strap. Micro Evolve, when you say hopefully everything isn't as difficult now, are you talking about my visa situation? I think you are. My answer to that is it's not difficult, and especially since my visa has been approved, I think I'm good for another 10 months, but I have a feeling I'm on that year-to-year visa thing now because I was married and they weren't happy. I got divorced, and they really can't predict what my next move is. So in terms of difficulty, I feel like every time I apply for a visa, I'll get approved, but the fact that I have to apply every year and it's time consuming is just very annoying. So in terms of that, it's difficult. But in terms of expectations, I'm kind of getting used to it. So difficult and not difficult, if that makes sense to you. Yeah. Good questions, my friend. And then, yeah, so I'm gonna, I wish if I cross here, the camera's gonna be super shaky. She says, where am I now? There's actually 3 real estate places called Ampanman. or is it Appaman? I don't know if the Japanese person before is watching the chat, but Appaman Shop, have you heard of that? Dramatic Communication, it's a real estate place. Uh, Normal bus area. And then I gotta start messaging her on my other phone because this is how I'm monitoring this YouTube. So let me, yeah. Appreciate all the vids you've been putting out as well. Give me a good understanding of things. You're welcome, Micro Evolved. I'm happy you're liking it. I'm gonna message her from my other. I'll just call her from my third phone. Guys, if you guys ever do YouTube, you're probably gonna need a few phones for a variety. Yeah, I'm streaming. I'm not even gonna respond because then I'm gonna not be able to see and monitor you guys on here. This is my fault. I was messaging her with her from this phone. Let me see. All right, we got the crosswalk here. Hey, can you hear me? Yeah. Let's meet at the Life Supermarket, okay? Yeah, the Life Supermarket. All right. Yeah, I'll join you after the live stream at the Starbucks, all right? All right, cool. Which Starbucks was it? Can you refresh my memory? Yeah, but there's a lot of Starbucks. I don't remember the last time. Nearby the big park. Oh, I remember the Starbucks. Okay, no, you don't need to send it to me. By the big park. All right, I'll go there after the stream. Just message me if I'm taking too long. All right, and we'll talk. All right, bye. All right, so great. So now I'm gonna plug my Bluetooth in. I need to get new headphones, guys. Tell me what you recommend. I'm gonna show you guys something. I guess before I show you the park, I'll show you something I found the other day. I'm not really a judgy type of guy, but it seems like everywhere in Japan they have some places for some kind of I guess the best way to put it is adult entertainment. Not suitable for kids, even though there are kids walking around the porches. I don't know if they're walking in, but if you are looking for fun, I'll just show you a bit of the RED. I don't remember if it was here, but I came across it the other day. Let me see. Look at this apartment. I don't know if you guys can see it. I think I'm gonna take. Here we go. 45,000. There you go. 45,000. Wow. No key money. No major money. You got to be careful, but it's 5 minutes. Oh, 15 minutes from the bus stop. That's the thing. If you want a cheap place, here we go. Yeah, I am in the. Yeah, this is the RED district. I'll show you a few. I'll just walk through one street and then we'll go through the park for any folks who are just interested. This is part of the culture. Just the same way the shrines are part of the culture, but it's just interesting to see. Like I said, I'm not a person who judges. Just because I don't partake in this, I think it surprisingly costs some money, but yeah, I think that's enough. I found this place by accident because I saw a barber shop. Yeah. And then I was like, what's all this stuff? It's crazy. So I don't know the name of the park that we're gonna walk to now, but it's really cool. It's really good. We were talking about going on dates or dating. And then for dating goes for Micro Evolved is interested in dating. Yeah, I think that's the other thing. Once you live here, there's some really good neighborhoods to choose from. And to be honest, if I had to do it over again, I would have picked a different neighborhood when I first moved to Tokyo. So, and I'll take this off because I think it's better if I have it off. I don't know. What did you guys think when it was attached to my shoulder strap? All right. And thanks for looking out for my well-being, Marco. Appreciate that. All right, we'll have to wait for the light. It's been a lot of festivities recently. That's why these are here, because I don't normally see these. Pretty entertaining videos. I'll try and show you guys if there's any more. It might be over, but Ishimo Kitazawa, they have a few. Last time I went to Japan, I stayed in Rogoku. It was great, my dude. Okay, I'll have to look into Rogoku. I don't know too much about that. How far is that from Shibuya, Shinjuku, you know, the main spots, Roppongi, etc.? I guess I'll stay on this street because a new place opened. It's a Life supermarket, which really makes Kichijoji, I feel it puts it over the top. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Micro Evolved. Oh, also, how's apartment hunting? Okay, so great. I'm happy you asked that question. That's actually why I decided to shoot this video in Kichijoji, because I moved to Setagayaku probably about a month or two ago. And before moving to Setagayaku, I was shopping here in Kichijoji, and I talked to many furosans. That's what we call the real estate agents. I got really good. I understand Leikin and is it Shikakin? Maybe the Japanese folks can correct me with the Hatsuon, the key money, deposit money, etc. And I think it depends on your neighborhood, and a lot of people think, and they're right, and they'll leave it admitted. So they can say no to foreigners if they don't want to rent to foreigners. But you need skill for it. My particular strategy is I use something like Craigslist here called Sumo, and then kind of use that to leverage negotiations. But to be honest, by the time you get done dealing with real estate agents, if you go my route instead of dealing with foreigner-only real estate agents, you'll be so tired, you'll just accept anything and just get it over with, because the headache's not worth trying to save the money. So I'll show you a cool real estate office. Actually, at this real estate office, they had me riding my bicycle. We were riding our bicycle looking at different apartments. And here's some of their real estate postings. And I'll pass by another one that I used. I actually used this other company when I first moved to Tokyo. And they're a good company, but I won't use them again. Nice voice crack, by the way. Interesting. Is my voice cracking? I should get some water. Is it cracking, or I don't know what you mean by that, Mike? Like, either the technology's bad, which is probably worse than if my voice is actually cracking. So Mike 23, hit me up. What do you mean by that? Because the tech situation has been kind of crazy, and this is a new phone, so that would be sad. That was my voice, Micro Evolved. Maybe I have a cool voice, Mice Crack, he's talking about. Like, I could be a rapper because the crack in my voice sounds cool. It's fine for me. Good to hear Micro Evolved. Thank you. These kids are everywhere. I normally don't shoot at this time. Micro's laughing. I'm trying not to show these kids. I'll just show you this ice cream thing instead. I guess it's not a great time to. But not too bad, not too many kids. Happy Micro's evolving, enjoying the stream. But Mike 23 looking out, I think, unless sometimes people try to insult you, and I don't mind, but I think Mike 23 is just looking out for me. But yeah, I mean, honestly, if there's not some insults, it's not fun. Like, I used to do B2B sales, and I appreciate some insults. It makes it more entertaining, you know? Like, you know, one of the reasons I moved from New York to Japan is I just wanted something like, you know, I just felt like, is this it? Like, you know, take a swing at me. Maybe you hit me, maybe you don't. If you're ready for a swing, then you could take it. Like if you're boxing, like if Mike Tyson, you know, there's ways to take a hit. I'm not a professional boxer, but I'm aware of this. Do any of you guys box? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like there's ways to take a hit and there's ways to be prepared. Like Mike Tyson is old, but as long as he's not out of steam when he's fighting Jake Paul, he'll be ready for the hits. It's not like he accidentally walked into a boxing ring and then gets hit by somebody, you know? So, but yeah. Oh, cool. Thanks, Micro. I appreciate that. I'll take you up on that drink. People think I don't drink. Like I drink, but it's just not like every day. It depends on what I got going on. There's days where I'll lay back and like have, you know, I'll drink alcohol. Yeah, cool. I'm happy. Yeah, the Micro Evolve knows what it's about. So I'm gonna attach this back, but let me make sure. Okay, cool. Boom. All right, so we're gonna check out this park. I'm coming out October 20th. Hope to say what's up. Yeah, man, looking forward to it. October 20th is a good time too for this. I believe I'm going to Osaka in 2 weeks. Let me check the calendar on my other phone. It's not my current calendar, but will let me know the dates. I don't know if this is too tall. I think it's a normal height I film at. Let me push it into here. So like if you see like my two phones here trying to figure stuff out. Oh, it's only for a week. All right, let me see. Oh wow, my two phones are synced with the calendar. All right, so my Osaka trip's the 20th. All right, well, you know what? Like I can, if I go to Osaka for 4 or 5 days, I can catch you towards the end of the trip. We could catch up on how you know, we can catch up in person towards the end of your trip here. Because I'm not going to be in Osaka all week because I got to be back definitely for a fact on the 25th. So you'll probably have a few days left. This is the Starbucks she told me at. Oh, cool. Okay, I could kind of see what's going on with this. All right, I'm getting used to this equipment, guys. All right, cool. So we'll catch up when you're here, Micro Evolved. In fact, I'll put it here in my calendar. Hopefully it syncs with my other calendar, but I'll definitely look up for my IG messages. I hear when it comes to planning something with Japanese people in general, yeah, that's exactly how it is, Micro Evolved. You gotta let Japanese people know in advance. And I kind of found it annoying at the beginning, especially if dating, because, yeah, but yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's how the Japanese people are. But it depends if they're Americanized or whatever. But if someone really likes you, they'll skip all that and they'll meet up with you immediately. So this park, if we walk straight through it, I'm going to show you something I've been meaning to check out for myself. This is a cute little couple. So, yeah. The calendar thing is kind of wild, Micro Evolved. How they are with the calendar. All right. This is cool. So they have these boats that are shaped like ducks. And yeah, the planning thing is wild. I think it's too extreme. Like if they own a business, I understand. I don't think it's legit, the planning thing. I think it's a way to save face and be shy and then not tell people no. I don't believe it, to be honest. I don't think they got that much going on. I know the Japanese people. So I don't know. Maybe somebody could correct me in the chat or later on in the comments or something. Maybe I could make a video discussing this. So this is beautiful. Guys, all right, I'm gonna take my camera out so that I could zoom in on some of this stuff so you guys could really see it. I'll take the camera out of my clip. Here's my my clip right here that I was using. All right, so like you see here, I'm gonna zoom in. So there's people inside these like ducks here. This is a great date. I don't know how much this costs. I saw it before when I was talking with my friend in the park over here, when I was having my own troubles, as I said. But this is really cool because it's like you're right in the city in Kichijoji. And then if you want, like in Japan, there's always stuff like this, which is what makes it such a wonderful city. I'm gonna like just do like a panoramic view. There's the birds. And it's just really cool in my opinion. I love birds. I'm not gonna get distracted by the birds, but like I'm surrounded by nature all of a sudden. And if I want back, I can go to the city. This is a super convenient neighborhood. This looks like you can paddle like a bicycle to get the duck to move. And this is available maybe all year round or at least summer, but I saw this like months ago. Isn't this cool, guys? I feel like yesterday I went to the beach. We interviewed some Japanese girls who are 20 years old and speak perfect English. It was amazing because I try and keep English only content for you guys. Because I want to stick like that. Like anytime I break out Japanese, I translate it immediately in person for y'all. But yeah, this is cool. This is like some vacation resort type stuff. Like when I go to Jamaica, I see stuff like that. And it's right here in Tokyo. So this is what I love about Tokyo. They always have stuff like this. It's perfect for a date, I think. But anyway. Yeah, I used to do animal videos, but we're trying to stick to the travel content. So that's what I'm gonna do. I've never walked through here before. I don't know the price of this. They have some instructions. I don't think I'm gonna go to Nara to see those deer that bow at you because I talked to them. I dealt with them before. And did you guys? There's a dog wearing like a. It's always like this. They really love their pets out here. I gotta invest in some. I stopped day trading. I have to make a video about day trading, but it's a cool little area. I bet you guys, because I think I was showing the decent part of the city before. I bet you guys are surprised to see this stuff. Oh, wow. I did not know this. There's a zoo here. All right, I'll have to tell her about the zoo. Maybe she knew about it. Inokashira Park Zoo. Seems like it's closed for some odd reason because it's like 4 p.m. over here in Japan. Oh, 4:51. Starbucks. All right, this is interesting. I'll have to check this out later. There's a lot of cool zoos here. I want to go to Ueno Park sometime. Let me know if you guys are interested in that. It's very rare I have something to do around there, and if I did go there, I pop out my phone even for like 20 minutes. Cool. Nearby. Oh, maybe this is the entrance of the zoo. Maybe it's open. No, this is the boathouse. Okay, so actually I can see how much this boathouse thing is. All right, let's find out together, guys. So a swan boat, 30 minutes, 800 yen. Pedal boat. Oh, there's a difference. Swan boat is different than the pedal boat. 700 yen. See, this is affordable. And for American prices, this is like $3 to $6 or less. And probably some discounts if you're like in school or something or a college student. And this is called Inokashira Boathouse. So this is pretty official, man. For the tourists especially. I think this is a caterpillar. Does this look like a caterpillar? Some kind of makeshift caterpillar. This is wild. Am I wilding out? Is this not like a caterpillar? Or some like messed up tree? No, I think it's a messed up tree and my imagination was going crazy. Man, now you got me looking up apartments in Japan. Yeah, dude. I want all the Japanese people to look up apartments in New York City, see how good they have it. And I want all the folks thinking about moving to Japan to look at the apartment. It's crazy. Like, you can build a life here. Whether you want to be in programming, whether you want to be an English teacher, whether you want to be an entrepreneur, whether you want to be a stay-at-home dad, a stay-at-home mom, you can build whatever life you want here. Like, it's very possible. You're not like grinding your gears just to survive. So Micro Evolved has it right. Oh, is this a canoe, guys? This yellow thing, like a banana boat. They have a lot of boats to choose from. Not a long line, not like Disneyland or USJ. People are bird watching. I have some cool I'm a bird watcher. Some guys let me use their microscope like this, but a real one, not like these binoculars she's using. And let me check out this restaurant here. Here's a map here if you guys need it. Here's another view of the ducks in case you didn't see it before. The duck boats. That's kind of not a good view. Hold on. Right here you can see the duck boats. I love things like this. And the thing is like I was at the beach yesterday. I thought it was gonna be expensive to like eat some ice cream or something. It was like a whole city built with normal price stuff right around the prettiest beach. Zushi Peace. Gort, what's up, passport man? Yo, Gort, thanks for saying what's up. I'm happy I got you in the time zone because today's a little earlier because, guys, I've been running off no sleep these past few days. This place looks good, by the way. If you're making money from stock market, you should be right with just tourist visa. Ooh, guys, that's dangerous. Guys, like, when you're younger, you can do this, but I can't be doing that when I'm older. But note to self, to older self, like Back to the Future. But yeah, this is dope, Gort. Did you see this earlier? These boats, these duck boats. So anyway, let me catch up with the chats real quick. Yeah, the stock market thing, Gort, the issue is the time zone. Being in Japan made me appreciate nature more. Yeah, Micro Evolve, like, there's so much great nature around the city part. You have the best of both worlds. I have a feeling you guys are city boys like me because I post a lot of Tokyo content. Like, Osaka is city-like, but Tokyo makes me feel like I'm right in New York. It feels just like New York. As soon as I arrived, I was in my Airbnb. I woke up, it was like 7 a.m., walked to the McDonald's. It was like a weekday or a weekend. I was like, man, this is just like New York. The energy's like that. Like, if you go to the big cities like Hong Kong, you'll feel like that big city energy, like the people. There's something about it. And you know, you can still have your dog and be in the city. These people, like, you can be close to the city. You can get a place far from the station. Whatever hits your vibe. Even me as a city boy, sometimes I don't want to be around people. I just want like some space to myself. So like, you know, there are certain neighborhoods which give you that vibe. You can go to the park. There's parks. There's like places you could chill, especially if you have a small apartment. Micro Evolved, you're in California, so I'm not sure what is considered big to you. What's considered big to me is usually smaller than what people consider big in California. But you can definitely, maybe in Osaka, my friend lets me show you his place. You can see you can get some big places for some great prices in Japan. I don't want to walk too far out. Let me see. Gort said, being in Japan made me really appreciate. Yeah. Oh, that was Micro. Yeah, I just got off work waiting for my Chinese food. Oh, Chinese. What do you have in General Tao, Sesame Chan? What are you eating for Chinese? Gyoza. I swing. Oh, wide trade. So time zone is no issue. Oh, how many times do you reckon they let you enter on a tourist visa? Is there a limit you're aware of? So I've actually had a conversation recently to answer your question, Gort. I was just adjusting my volume by accident. I hope that doesn't affect my sound. But I was just beef fried rice with, fried squid. Fried squid. I don't think I've ever had that from Chinese takeout. Let me know how that is, man. There's a lot of places to park your bicycle. So just walk this way before heading back, and I'll answer Gort's question. So me and I forget when we were having this conversation, but we were talking about how many times you could come in on a tourist visa. It might have been Chris James live. I'm not sure. I've been talking with a lot of foreigners. I'm like running off lack of sleep, so maybe it affects who. Oh, I can walk in here closer. Let's get a closer look at this duck right here. Yeah, here I'd be uncomfortable with the deer in Nara because I don't know. I feel like Lime. Look at that. You got all sorts of boats you can use here, and for like four. This is so cool, man. You want to get away? I think you can paddle by yourself or with a friend. Bring a date here. Look at this. Just after work, after school, after college, after your class, get yourself a duck or a paddle boat. So cool, right, guys? I'm amazed by this stuff, man. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. There are some strange bugs out here. I just don't like the stink bugs, but I don't know the difference between the stink bug and the other bugs. You can see butterflies. I got some great nature videos, but I was told it's not really. I'll stick to the main thing because I feel like there's a lot of great animal videos, but there needs to be more information on dating and travel that aren't lies. Do you guys see this little duck, by the way? Put a 1 or a W in the chat. These ducks, these wild animals do crazy things. He just disappeared. He won't come up, but oh, there he is. He's there again. I got him. But let me catch up on the chat and make sure I didn't lose my train of thought. Australian Chinese food is crap. Oh yeah, I heard that. But I still want to go out to Australia. You recommend that, right? Would you recommend a safe house in Japan or an actual apartment? I'd recommend an actual apartment because of the price difference. It's almost like, I'll give you an example. I'll give you an analogy of the price difference. So like, if you get a used fridge in Japan, let's say it costs 20,000 yen to 25,000 yen. But you can get a new fridge from Nojima, which I did literally when I moved like a few weeks ago. It arrived probably a couple weeks ago. You can get that for like, it's so funny looking at these ducks. I'm not really focused on the video, but yeah, let me just, I'll focus in on the ducks and then while I'm answering the question, because I need to focus on the answer. So the safe house thing, I reckon it to like a refrigerator. So there's a lot of times when you want to buy something that's a couple $100s, I won't get caught up with the semantics of yen to dollars, etc., the exact cost of the fridge, etc. But like by the time you end up paying for the miscellaneous, if you really break down the hidden fees, like you can even get an apartment and break the lease and leave early if you have to, and it still come out to the same price. But you get your own bathroom, you get your own kitchen, you own the rules, you don't have to follow any weird rules. So definitely, if you come to Japan, I don't know about before when the yen was a lot stronger, but at the current rate, it's like no joke. You're like in Thailand, but except you can drink the water from the faucet no matter where you are. I don't know if like you have to be somewhere specific in Thailand to drink the water, but like in Japan, everywhere you can drink the water. Like Japan is amazing, but it's like the prices, especially compared to New York. And the thing is, people say New York is expensive, but you don't have to pay for a car note in New York. You don't have to pay for parking. You don't have to pay for gas. Just pay for a Metro card. And like, you can build yourself up from scratch in a year or two in New York, skilled or not. Heck, you can get a waiter job in New York, make 6 figures. You can work 2 40-hour a week doorman jobs in New York. Just do it for 1 year, save up some money, and you're straight for life. This is Kichijoji, etc. This is there's actually a sign here over here. We're gonna go by. Maybe that'll tell us the name of the park. But this is a park, literally a short walk. I would say 5 to 8 minute walk from Kichijoji Station, which by my regards is like Shibuya Shinjuku. Oh, konnichiwa, etc. Nihon kana? Yeah, so desu, Nihon. Koko wa, what, Tokyo? Yeah, well, outer borough of Tokyo, but this is basically Tokyo. Yeah, this is more Tokyo than you could say the outer boroughs in New York City or New York. It's not. Oh, this is Inokashira Park. There we go. Inokashira Park, right in Kichijoji. That's where we're at. So, yeah, a lot of stuff in Japan. They have strict stuff, not too strict stuff. This is no bicycling, but I'm sure people bicycle here all the time. Uh, so yeah, so you reckon there's a limit to re-entries? So Gort, I think you can go 3 to 4 times, and we should elaborate that on another video. Me and some foreigner friends. I think each foreigner has their own expertises, whether on certain countries or certain parts of living in certain countries. So we all got to share and dispel the misinformation and get the truth out there. Because like I'm all for YouTubers making money off their courses or whatever, but I'm all for honesty. Look, YouTubers got to eat too. So if someone wants to buy a course, even if they don't need to, then hopefully in the worst case scenario, at least they get some like bonding experience, even if they're overpaying for information or the information's not true. So I'm not gonna say what they're doing is bad. It's just their way of communicating with the world. But my channel is about getting to the nitty gritty details. So like if I want to open up a bank account or get a business loan, I want to know exactly the details involved. When you go to a foreign country, you can't have wrong information. That's okay with like a burger or a bad haircut with short hair. But by the way, guys, I think Gort saw this after. This is the Inokashira Park Zoo. So I hope I answered Gort's question there. I think there might be a limit, but I think you can definitely go based on my conversation 3 times, at least. I remember. I was having a conversation with someone going back from Thailand. She has nice hair color. From, yeah, this city is so great. They're switching back and forth between different countries to come back in Japan, and then they finally wanted to live in Japan. I think that was a conversation. But if I missed any questions, just, let me know now, or later on you could let me know. People say, don't respond to every single chat, but it's possible. Like, it's not as many chats now. I know it's kind of going to be impossible later on. So this would be a cool thumbnail of all of these boats here. People be like, what's all of this? It's weird. Why are all these ducks here? Right? Duck, goose, right? All right, there's a lot of Japanese here. Let me try and read it. Australian, would you recommend it? Yeah, so hope I answered that question, Micro Evolved. I recommend the actual apartment instead of the safe house. Long story short, Minyard Redux say, yo, 1, thank you, brother. Go, you reckon there's a limit? Yep. Where is there? Nihon kana? Yep, you're right, ETC. You think it's Nihon and you're right. Australia, arigato. Nihongo daijoubu? ETC, Nihongo daijoubu desu, でしょ? これは日本語。日本語ペラペラ冗談です。でも日本語、この日本語十分でしょ? どこですか? Kichijoji. At least you don't need a visa for South Korea, so it's easy. Wow, to apply from there. Because of that, Gore, I definitely want to do a video because I've heard, for various reasons. I just saw this duck again. Can I get him on camera? There he is. He's a solo duck. He's like, forget this, because a lot of ducks are couples. Some are just bachelors. This one's a bachelor for life. He's flexing his wings. He's like, he just flexed his wings. He said, yup, that's right. I'm a bachelor for life. And it's okay to be a couple, but some ducks are just bachelors for life. Wow, you don't need a visa for South Korea, so it's easy to apply from there? Yeah, but I heard that, all right, this is what I heard about South Korean work visas. If you quit a job, so if I quit a job in Japan, they give me time to find another job or switch industries or whatever. But in Korea, I heard they kick you out right away if the job you're working for, the company you're working for, the visa it's tied to, you're no longer there, then you got to bounce. Guys, let me know if that's true or not, because that's a great question from Gort. Yeah, I appreciate it, Margaret Evolve. Cool. And then, etc. So, etc. Dono kurai Nihon ni sundeiru. So me, I live in, to answer ETC's question, in Setagayaku. I might have said that earlier, but I guess ETC just joined afterwards. So I almost lived here. Like a month ago, I was deciding, but the real estate agents were just a pain in my butt. I'm gonna attach this here on my camera, on my shoulder device. No one was complaining, so let me check on here where I'm at. So let me go to the live stream. Make sure it's working. Is it? Boom. And see how it's going with the volume and shit. All right, yeah. Bluetooth still messed up. I appreciate you too, Gord, man. Yeah, see, I answered the question to the best of my ability, and I said, like, we'll have to dig into this issue more detail. But that is something to think about. If you're in South Korea, because the problem with that is, let me take this off because then it's going to get really weird with the video. It's going to be all over the place because I'm focused on the conversation. The problem with that is, if that's the truth, if you're bounced as soon as you leave the company, then the problem is that then companies are just going to want to abuse that and then do whatever to you. And that might be why my friend moved from Korea to California. I'd have to ask him. It'd be cool to like interview him once I figure out the tech side behind that. But, you know, if companies are going to take advantage of that, I'd end up saying F that. I'd even move back to America. I don't want companies trying to abuse like what I'm trying to do, you know, trying to abuse like their authority. Like, I get it. Like, I respect companies because, you know, they took the risks, they survived the competition, but I don't want them holding like a visa over my head. I remember when I was dealing with the international girls, that's why I'm passport man, even if I'm living in New York. Boy, you hear the splashing coming from that? Wow, they must be splashing well, they must have strong legs. But yeah, man, we really gotta investigate that, Gord, because I considered going to South Korea too. I'm not tied to Japan, but while I'm here, I'm gonna tell you guys everything I know. We're gonna explore, man. We're gonna learn about all the countries. And then whatever's right for you, if Korea's better for you, Japan's better for me, Australia is better for another person. That we got people interconnected all over the world. ただ1ヶ月どうしてそんな I'm reading ETC に日本で okay. I'm the Japanese. I didn't really study the kanji, even though I can read some of this kanji you're writing here, ETC. But I just self-studied 6 textbooks, and I'm reading it fast. So if I'm misreading it, it's because I'm trying to do the video and juggle all this stuff at the same time. Look at how many vending machines they have out here. Crazy. Crazy. And is this a soybean vending machine? Let me check this out and then get back to the answer. I don't know what this is right here. What is that? すみません、これは何ですか? So れは vending machine ですか? Oh, crazy. Crazy. Vending? Wow. So これからね. Crazy. 初めてこれ見ましたか? これ初めてでしょ? 日本で初めてでしょ? Crazy. I'm showing my chat this. I'm doing YouTube now.
YouTube.
Yeah. They're like from America, California, all these places. New York, Australia, different countries, London, and like I've seen some weird stuff, but like this, wow, spicy, 辛いでしょ?
Very spicy.
Wow. あと大学生ですか?
Yes.
何年生ですか? 4年生. Boyfriend, girlfriend でしょ? はい。ところで小学校から英語を勉強しますでしょ? 英語できますか? 面白いでしょ? から小学校から勉強しました。でもできないでしょ? アメリカ似てる。フランス語できない、スペイン語できない。でも高校生から勉強しました。ライブで日本語で外人はどうですか? 質問大丈夫ですか? 外人お客さんから Okay. Okay. So like, uh, you can hide your face if you want, but it's gaijin だけ、日本人じゃない。Oh, 大丈夫? Okay. ありがとうございます。Okay. So they're a little shy, but hi Japanese peeps. They said karetachi, hello, yuta, azukashi. So anyway, yeah, people are shy out here, and I understand it. But this is crazy, guys. My friends were eating bugs yesterday on the street. I don't know if I caught it on camera. I might have turned off the live. But let me see. ETC, testing my Japanese out here. Doshite, okay. So I just studied because I had to study, and it's helped me out. But if I study anymore, it'll be pointless. And that's a lot of Japanese. I'll skip to the katakana because anata wa smato desu ne. Hi, ETC giving me a compliment. Thank you. I try to be smart. I try to be as smart as I can for my situation. I don't think everyone's smart at everything. I think people need to work a team. So if you look at like a business, you have the CEO, the COO, the CTO. The CEO can't do what the CTO is doing. The CTO can't do what the COO is doing. The COOs can't do what the investment team is doing. The connector can't do what they're doing. Like, we're all smart at different things, and we got to work individually. So, but thanks, man, ETC. I think there's a bunch of people smarter than me at what they need to be smart at. I'm smart at what I need to be smart at, because there's only so much emotional, mental capacity of energy you have in your brain. So you just got to do the best you can. So thanks for saying that. Appreciate that. Never hurts. So thank you for the compliment. Let's see. Wow, 5:15. Okay, cool. Thank you, ETC. And then Mike Revolve said, hi, Japanese peeps, but they're too shy to say hi back. This is good to know for my future situation. You guys, if you're ever in Kichijoji, I guess there's an outdoors bathroom if you don't want to touch the corona-filled doors. But yeah. So very interesting, kind of nature-filled, very small portion of Kichijoji I showed in this YouTube live. So I might have to do like another live sometime, or a few other lives in Kichijoji, because it's a very big place. And the way the world works, who knows? Maybe I don't come here as often, like a few months from now. This park is very explorative. So yeah, man. I don't know how my video was, guys. Today was my first time getting this contraption last night. You know, Japan is safe, so they delivered it while I wasn't home, but nobody stole the package. And they just left it there, and I felt comfortable, you know? So we're gonna go to the Starbucks now. But yeah, man, I appreciate all the new people, Gort, and all my regulars saying what's up. You know, I love to talk with the regulars over here. So yeah, man, about to hit up this. Where's the sign for this Starbucks? About to hit up this Starbucks. So yeah, how did the rest of your day go? Funny question, BP6. Oh, BP16. What's up, brother? So she was actually mad about me talking with the girls, but I tell you guys, like I tell ladies how it is. Like, I gotta do my business. Like, they know how it is, but you know, like, you know, the women take care of you, so you gotta take care of them, no matter what kind of relationship, whether it's exclusive, whether you're like me and you mess around. Like, you still gotta give attention and respect, because you can't give it if you're not gonna expect it. And in fact, that's why a lot of women will forego an exclusive relationship just for the respect. Because if you can be exclusive, but if you're not gonna show respect, they'll say, fuck that. I'd rather have a guy who got multiple girls who will show respect to each one while they're communicating. Show respect, whether for a friend or romantic situation, you know? But she was mad, but I'm a smooth talker, so it's all good now. And, you know, she knows I'll continue talking with these ladies for business and whatever purposes. She calls them candy girls. That's why I call them too. A candy girl can be pretty as well. They come in all shapes and sizes and mentalities. Yeah, BP16, you're right on the money. She was exactly, you guys said it before it actually occurred. As soon as I turned off that video, I felt the wrath. But Passport Man is back. He's okay. It was only bad for a little few minutes. It's getting mad crowded here, but I'll try and walk through this, finish the rest of these chats, head back to that Starbucks. You guys were talking nearly an hour, haha. Yeah, dude, we could have kept talking. I saw the ladies again, they round the street. Very nice girls. They followed me on IG. I didn't see it till like today, like a couple hours ago. I hit them back. I want to do a round two. They're very smart, intelligent ladies. They speak great English, so I think it'd be great to do like a follow-up video. And I have a few thoughts too, because my friend was asking them about visiting Africa, and like they had a lot of travel experience with that. So I have a lot of thoughts on that. We can expand on that video, maybe do a non-live. How did I meet the girls at the beach yesterday, the college girls? I was talking to two of the girls. I started talking to two of the girls because I wanted to like interview someone and then spend the rest of the time with my friends and my lady friend. And I started asking them like, hey, you know, you want me to take the picture? Because it's hard to take a selfie. And then when I was talking to them for a couple of seconds, then their friends popped up out of the water. There are three friends. And then we just started jamming. And then this is too loud, so I'm gonna turn. This street is very loud. Oh, how did you meet my date? Gotcha, BP16. Thanks for correcting me. I met her on Tinder. So here's my rule book, and this can always change. But for dating in Japan, I don't know how this works for girls to guys, because it's like San Francisco and New York. What's good in one city for one gender might not be good for another, like Seattle and California, San Francisco. But it goes for me, in my opinion, Tinder is the best in Osaka. Bumble is the best in Tokyo. And Hello Talk is hit or miss depending on the situation, depending on what you put in. But you can meet some quality anywhere. You just got to have your eyes open. But we met on one of those dating apps. I think we might have met on Bumble. But she's cool, people. And I met a bunch of brilliant women and a bunch of non-Japanese women from foreign countries, especially on Tinder. So shout out to Tinder in Tokyo. It's hella amazing. And these women, not only are they great for dating and beautiful, but they also give you a lot of great advice. Don't sleep on their advice. They'll give you a bunch of travel advice. Because of them, I have a credit cards in Japan. Because of them, I owe so much to these ladies I've met off these dating apps, a wealth of knowledge. So don't sleep on the dating apps when you come here, even though if you're a guy like me, before I got addicted to the dating apps, when I first came here, I was just talking to girls on the train and stuff, because I'm used to talking to, you know, if I see someone attractive while I'm waiting for the train or walking somewhere, or just somewhere, talk to them real quick, keep going about my business, talk to them later, or if I'm free that day, do something. So that was my style. But once I got addicted to the dating apps, I completely got a little, like, it's easy. Like on the dating app, you, like I said before, have your apartment game ready, have it all set up. There's some people walking behind me. My spider senses their kids, so I'll walk this way. I won't check behind me. I'll just circle around, but got it. Solid advice. Hope all goes well. Thanks, BP16. Happy you like the advice. Guys, what do you think of this bike? This bike out here, I love these bikes. Like, I never get one because of the investment. Like, I'm constantly buying stuff off Amazon for YouTube, but that's dope. Thanks for letting me know. Otherwise, I go off on a tangent sometimes, BP16. Like, sometimes this, you know, like, before I started doing YouTube, like, I used, like, this is my chance to, like, talk with y'all. Cause I don't even talk with my family that much these days. Time zone is an issue with talking with family. Is it possible to get apartment leases shorter than 2 years? 100% definitely. So how it works for apartments in Japan, vintage and humor. This is a cool little Williamsburg type shop. I'm happy she can just chill at the Starbucks while I'm doing this. That's dope. Cool people. So the way it works is when you see a 2-year lease in Japan, it's actually not a 2-year lease. What they're saying is they're protecting you against the rent going up within 2 years. So they can't raise the rent no matter what happens with inflation or the market, because some areas, because a lot of rich people move to Tokyo, the way rich people move to New York, the prices can like double or something. So if you're in a 2-year lease, they legally cannot double it. And I think it also protects you for the renewal, but you do have to agree on the renewal payment free up front. So they can't just price hike you like New York. Like I got good at leases because in New York they increase. I'm happy she didn't walk into my thing because she was a student. They can't do that. So in New York, sometimes like you'll just like switch and leave your apartment and move to a completely different borough because they just literally doubled or tripled your rent, which is crazy. But they don't do that in Tokyo. And to answer your question, basically a lot of leases are just 1 years that protect you for 2 years. And then if you get out the lease, the penalty is not even that bad and it doesn't even affect your credit. So I hope that answers your question, BP16. Yeah, and there are actually apartment leases that are literally 1 year as opposed to saying protected for 2 years. So yeah, you're straight on that, BP16. And someone else in the chat before was asking the about something related to that as well. So I hope that helps him as well. Is there a penalty if you leave early? Is there a penalty if you leave early? Yeah, there is, but it's a few $100s to $1,000 at the most, depending on how much you're paying. Basically, the fees all depend on how much you're paying, and it gradually goes up or down. So, yeah. Let me see. Need to start finding an apartment. I was looking at Gaijin Pod and a few others. Is there another site you recommend? Okay, so BP16. I said it, maybe other streams, maybe this one, I'm not sure, but I highly recommend one way you could do it. It depends on how much time and like how you apartment hunt and then how your life situation is. Because sometimes, even for me, even though I have some skill, some people have better skill, but even if you're skilled for apartment hunting, for sake of saving time, you might just want to pay a real estate agent depending on what you're dealing with. Because like Japan is a time suck sometimes. Like let's say, for example, you're looking for an apartment when you're also dealing with some legal issues or getting your visa renewed. You're not gonna have time to deal with all the nonsense. So like how I started I'll give you an example. How I started, so this place we're about to walk past a real estate place so I can show you what I'm talking about. A real estate agent. So yeah, man, like sometimes it just pays to get someone decent. And the problem with Gaijin Pot, like Gaijin Pot is good and it's good to get a sense. So like here in Kichijoji, let's look at the cheapest place to answer your question. 51,000 for 1K apartment, 12 minutes from the station, Kichijoji station. Yeah, that's the cheapest one here, right here. And this is a decent company too. So 50, that's actually a really good deal. And then look, you got a balcony, you got a clean bathroom. Here's the pictures of the place. So like I would actually, it depends. If you're not in Japan, maybe use Gaijin Pot is the best. If you are in Japan, use Sumo like Craigslist and then negotiate with the real estate agents. And if you're crunched for time and in Japan, just deal with a real estate agent that communicates decently, and that'll save you a bunch of time, and it'll be worth paying the extra few hundred or few $1,000s in fees depending on how expensive your apartment is that you're looking for. Because some people are ballers. I don't know if you're like on a shoestring budget like me or if you're looking to spend like a few thousand a month. All sorts of foreigners and people move to Japan. So that's covering everybody. BP16 says, yep. Yeah, so BP16, I recommend you wait till you're here in person just to get a feel for the vibe. You can always switch. So for example, when I came to Tokyo, I did the Airbnbs. And then once I was in the Airbnb for 3 months, I'm like, this is too much. Then you can always switch, and I switched. And like, even with advice, you're still gonna have some ups and downs. But I would recommend to come here before doing that, because dealing with stuff overseas, whether a relationship or business, that's just rough sailing. Um, what's 51 in U.S. current? Oh, good question. I think that's about $350 to less than $400, actually, surprisingly, shockingly. Like I'm still shocked by it, guys. I've known about this for years, and I'm still shocked by it. Like, you probably think I'm crazy, but check it. Go to USD to JPY in Google, and then plug in 51,000. It's literally gonna get you less than $400 USD. And then electric, gas, and water is not that much more expensive. This LL Bean caught my eye, so I just started walking there. Wow, BP16 says 355. Wow, 356. That's cheap as hell. And then Kichijoji? Dude, I'm shocked sometimes, guys. You have no idea how convenient that is. You can just check it on a Google map. Shoulder bag present. Oh, that's nice. Nice little shoulder bag. Okay, might have to check this out later. Maybe after we end the stream, walk with my girl. She want to check it out. I meant that apartment you was looking at or showcased. Ah, yeah, that apartment was 52,000. Shintashi, yeah. But here's the thing. When I was the Airbnb, they were still reeling for pandemic. To show you how bad the pandemic situation was, like, here's the situation. The pandemic in Japan was so bad that when I was in California last year, the pandemic's been over for years, but when I was in California last year, we had to take that COVID test just to re-enter the country. And I had to do that both from Thailand in January and California in April. So that's how bad the pandemic was reeling. So the Airbnbs were still on pandemic prices, but now the Airbnbs are on $2,000. So that's why I say, like, Japan could be one way one year and another way next year. So, like, people's situations change, countries change their semantics. I heard that, I think Brazil, someone told me the answer, but I keep forgetting. Some country X is banned in now. And then tomorrow, a different country X or Airbnb or some company can be banned. So you never know what's going to happen here. So here's the Kichijoji circuit. They're huge into their cars. I don't know what this is about. Shintashi says, yeah, so Shintashi, you're talking, I think they answered your question. Are you talking to me, Shintashi Kinkai Yotomoto? You have a cool long name, brother. Let me see. Yeah, it's Brazil. Yeah, thanks BP16. You're probably the one who told me before. Sorry, man, I got so much in my brain, especially this YouTube stuff. I should just pin that comment. Yeah, I'll pin it. Maybe that'll be saved later. If I do a video on it, I'll definitely remember it's Brazil. We can ask my Brazil friends, both my native Brazil guy and the folks who like to go to Brazil, why they think it was banned, or to explain it over a video or a live stream. You can get fined thousands for using a VPN to access X there? Get the hell out. Just as a regular individual BP16? That's scary as hell. Wow, that's news to me. Thanks for telling me that. Wow. Okay, so we'll walk, I guess, to the Starbucks without trying to get. By the way, guys, you can get dangerous out here. There are gangsters. There were old men that think they're gangsters, but not so. It's wild out here. It's another world. There's so much to cover. Yeah, and then getting fined, and then the possibility. There's scary parts about Japan. It's still worth it to move for a lot of people, most people's situations. BP16, other people want to move here. I definitely recommend it, but of course I'd have to hear your situation first. But yeah, we trying to build this up so that we can all share a community of knowledge. You see how BP16 gave us the 411 on Brazil. I bet some of the people watching now didn't know, and some of the people watching later didn't know that X was banned in Brazil, and that might save them thousands for using a VPN to access X there. We knew that it was some country X was banned, but we didn't even know that if you use a VPN, that's a mistake I could have made. So you guys help me out for when I travel to Brazil or wherever I need to travel to, or for fun if it's not needs. So it's a lot out there, man. This world is crazy, man. That's why we got lawyers and all these seemingly unnecessary things for? It's an eyewear shop and a bakery. Interesting. So yeah, man. Shit's wild out here. I don't blame people for being shy. I tell people when I interview them, use fake names. I don't know why Japanese people don't want to interview for foreigners to watch. But even that, I get it. What is X? Q Davis. X is Twitter. Elon Musk had the name changed. And now actually advertisers are backing out of Twitter because they're sensitive and worried, and because mind control is a real thing, and they're worried about losing customers because customers will feel like X is aligned with values that don't align with theirs, when if you really look at it in deep detail, it's all aligned. So it doesn't make sense to me. If I was an advertiser, I wouldn't pull out of X because of this, but I'm not them, and I don't know their investors' interests involved. So I think Elon does whatever's on his mind, and that's going to ruffle feathers. So the question is, do you want to say what's on mine, or you want to keep making money and profit? That's the battle we all face. But because at the end of the day, we're all going the same way, with bugs eating us, whether we live 100 years, 50 years, 20 years, 50 years like Steve Jobs, I don't think it's worth it. I think Elon Musk has a lot of money, so I don't blame him for speaking what's on his mind. So let the advertisers pack their bags. It is what it is. Let them pack and go away from X, and let some countries, ban X. It is what it is. I'm happy Elon is speaking his mind. I'm happy somewhere people could speak their mind. I know YouTubers not, well, let me not talk about that. Anyway, it was never this bad before. You're talking about like the banning of free speech, SPEECH. I was saying RED light to district before. Now I'm saying FREESPEECH. Crazy. Advertising on X has a low ROI too. Facebook ads are still much better. Interesting. Speaking of Facebook, I gotta get on Facebook soon, but I still gotta master this YouTube game, as you guys can see. But dude, I love the types of people who get involved with the lives. You guys are like super intelligent, super fun to talk to. Like, I can't find people to talk to like who are on your guys' level in real life. It's not easy. So you guys are with it, man. I'm happy we got a passport fam going here. So Q Davis, now you're on the 411 with that. Yeah, I didn't know what X was at the beginning too, but I eventually saw Twitter, and it's probably because I'm involved with social media and stuff. Alternative media is even worse. BS, the mainstream these days. I agree with you, Court. I agree with you. But if you can elaborate on that, Gort, I'll stick around for a little bit longer. She'll just have to wait for you to elaborate. She'll be okay. She got stuff to do at the Starbucks. We're going to eat dinner anyway, so it's not even dinner time yet. Let me see what time it is. I mean, it's sort of dinner time, but not super late dinner time. 5:36, yeah, not even dinner time yet. Thanks, BP16. Appreciate your vote of support there. Let me see. Thank you. You're welcome, Q Davis. And he might be saying thank you to the people in the chat too. Like, we're all sharing advice here. I got questions sometimes for you guys as well. Thanks for translating the yen to dollars. I forgot who did that, if it was BP16 for someone else, but yeah, it's hard to figure out what 52,000 is or 51,000 is on the go while I'm walking around. That's a cute doggy. Has the earthquake situation passed now? Yeah, pretty much from what I'm aware. But the only thing I can say for sure is the rain situation is passed now, to the point I don't even bring that umbrella with me anymore, which is nice. Because it's annoying to walk around with all this stuff. It's one of the reasons why I don't mess with the gimbal. It's so hard to assemble from the looks at it when my friend was dealing with it. Media all comes from the same source. They just cater to everyone's taste. Well said. Corey, you are on it, man. Have you ever worked in media, by the way, or something? You got some inside scoop. But yeah, I think probably the major earthquakes were probably associated with the rain. So I think it's past now. Like the typhoon, that was supposed to be big, but it ended up being nothing. So, good question, BP16. I hope it's passed because I don't want to deal with another earthquake. Let me just watch my back here. Okay, cool. Media. Okay, they just. All right, cool. All right. So we've been circling the block. Here's another cool bike, guys. You tell me you would have rocked this, guys, with these bikes. This is dope, man. This tire will never get popped. You can ride over rocks. You see how thick that tire was? Yeah, so we're gonna walk to the Starbucks. You guys are awesome. This is cool. There is a cool place that makes soy milk from scratch. There's a lot of cool places, a bunch of random stuff. I don't personally drink soy milk, but that's a cool place. It's like the Brooklyn Brewery of Kichijoji for soy milk instead of making beer on the spot. If you pass by Brooklyn Brewery, you can smell the beer coming from outside Brooklyn Brewery. Got these shops here in Williamsburg. The Williams, dude, I got to come up with another name. I keep calling, maybe Japan has a bunch of neighborhoods like Williamsburg. Maybe that's it. In New York, there's only one Williamsburg, but in Japan, there's many like little mini Williamsburgs, I feel. If you come to Japan, or I don't know, let me guys know what you think, because some of y'all have been to Japan. Isn't it like a bunch of mini Williamsburgs? Japan is super hipster. Like these shops are the exact same shops that I'll find in Setagaya-ku. Oh, great. Some about the fat tire bikes. I was waiting for that. Look at this doggy. Kawaii. That's a cute dog, right, guys? Let me post up here so I can follow up on these chats. The fat tire. Those fat tire bikes will wear you down fast. Really? Cora, have you tried them? Or it'll roll you over fast if they roll you over. What would you say is the preferred dress code for men in Japan? That's a great question. I think it depends on, like, I think it depends if you're a young man or if you're like a fit man. I'll say if you're like, I won't say I'm necessarily fit. I'm like 6 feet, 170 pounds probably. I don't know. I'm 77 to 78 kilograms, so I'm not sure what that is in pounds. But even though I'm not as fit as I'd like to be, the clothes fit decent for me from Uniqlo or GU. If you're a young man, I'd recommend GU like myself for that type of style. Or if you're an older guy trying to like dress young, especially if you look young and you're an older guy. For guys who look older or if they're different weight, I'm not really sure. But I know like guys of all sizes who live in Japan. There's one dude who's like 7 feet. And that's not even a guy. There's a guy in the chat one time who's like 6'4". So it all depends. BP16 for you, I probably recommend GU and the dress code to just dress to like when you're hanging out, like check out that stuff. But if you're super like slick, seems like a lot of people wear smart casual. Yeah, exactly. I would say smart casual, man. That's a great question, BP16, because yeah, you want to be in style, because if you look like everybody, even older guys, like everybody is styling profiling. Like I feel like everyone goes to the barber salon like every month or so at least. Like, and when you see guys with curly hair, most of the time it's just perms. So guys are even getting their hair permed and stuff. Like if we walk around any of these neighborhoods in Tokyo, like even the tourists come and correct with their hairstyles. Like, man, I was probably the only person all in Japan having whack hair for a while. I just tie my hair back nowadays, but good questions, man. Those tires create a lot of drag. I'd be out of energy after 2 minutes riding one. Wow, I didn't know that. One thing is, do you guys know about the $2,000 energy bikes? Like a lot of times you'll see grandmas riding right past you. If you're just chilling, if you're just riding chilling. But these are actually battery powered. I think some of these bikes with the fat tires are just as cool or cooler than the one I just showed you. Some of those bikes are actually, here's another delicious looking tapioca. They got crepes. Summer soda. Crepes is huge here in Japan. Maybe that's why French guys do so well here, that they think they can tell me how to walk in the middle of Shinjuku, even though I'm a complete stranger, referring back to a previous live. I have a ton of, like, France is cool. I went there. France people are super cool. I have a lot of French friends, but, you know, the crepes are really popular here. I would say France is just as popular as America here. America's not the only country, so Australia is popular here for my Australian friends in the chat. So Japan, like those girls yesterday at the beach, they love other countries, the Japanese people. This guy's like a straight up artist. That's dope. This might be real leather bag. Okay, he's I won't be buying from him. He just gave me an attitude, but let me see. So, but thanks for sharing the advice, Gort. BP16 says, have you hung out with older women or mostly women close to your age? So the story with me, and like, remember that ONLYFANS girl was asking me about dating, and I wouldn't say the age of the girls I date because I know I catch flack. So like, because she's gonna post that. She told me she had 3 followers, but she has 600,000 followers. And then she was promoting her ONLYFANS afterwards. Yeah, I should be safe if I'm spelling these words out. But anyway, I used to hang out with older women because they got their own places, they spend money on you. That's how I learned how to travel with the passport, from older women. But the issue is like, if you tell an older woman, hey, I'm gonna do YouTube, hey, I'm gonna quit my job, hey, I'm gonna start a business, hey, I'm gonna do this, like they're gonna look at you, they're gonna say you're a young guy, and they're gonna try and rain on your parade. And then the other thing, no matter how rich they are, their money's not your money. Now, if you have Michael Jordan's arrangement with an older woman, well, they'll give you $1 million for every year you're spending with them, or 5 million in his case with Peretta or whatever his wife's name is. That's a different story, but those older women won't do that with you. So when I was telling the ONLYFANS girl that I was a sugar baby, it's true I was, but it's not all it was cracked up to be. I still feel like my time was wasted, and I feel like I didn't get any money from it, or advice or knowledge from it. And the thing is, especially with the main sugar mama, she got her money, and all due respect, is a smart girl, but she's a rich girl from Tokyo. So, you know, make the math add up. So that's that. Good question. So I have hung out with them, and I'll continue to, but I'm kind of done with them. I stick with the women like close to my age or even younger, because like, even women in their mid-20s, I think that, like, you know, I don't think anyone's gonna take this stream out of context, so I'll speak it to you real. Like, especially in Japan, I think 26 is pushing it. I think you get with that, you start dealing with the older woman problems. Like, older, like, let's put it this way, like the 26 in Japan, and that's being generous, might even be like 25, but 26 in Japan is like 30s in America and up. So like, they already been around the block, they try and play games. I don't got time to play games. Like, you with it or you're not. The younger girls are with it. They're not been around the block, haven't been with like 100 dudes and on their mathematical scheme with you. So that's my opinions on that. So I'm just dealing with younger women now, because for me, that's the stage I'm at. I can't be arguing. I would rather pay someone to like not argue with them and then just focus on my biz, because like, it's gonna take money and time to get my time back. So I'm done with that. So that's my answer to your question with that. So yeah, women closer to my age and younger for me, BP. Older is definitely out the question. Yeah, before I knew about the battery thing, I thought there was something wrong with me watching the fat, out of shape dudes zooming past me up the hill. Corey, you funny, man, but you're right. That's interesting. When was that OF interview, laugh out loud? I changed the thumbnail. I think it was 2 or 3 lives ago. I put the OF. I think people know what I mean when I say OF. I put the OF girl's face in the interview. She was mad cool. People were saying she's hardworking, and they're right. For anyone just joining, this is the cool type of fat tire bike we're referring to, because I've never seen these in New York. I don't know if it became a thing after I left. Have you guys seen this in America, or is this just a Japan thing? These bikes will run you $2,000 to $10,000. I'm not joking. I'm not exaggerating. I don't think I'm misinformed on that. You guys can back me up, Gort, etc. on the price of a bike like this. Let me see. So yeah, a few videos ago, BP16. It was out of the norm time. I'm gonna start doing videos at random times because I got so much lack of sleep. I'm probably on a sleep deficit still. I was just trying to show you guys the nightlife. We'll do another one, but we won't. Like I was going to sleep at like 6 a.m. and stuff, and like missing last trains, which is unlike me. I rarely miss a last train, but you know, it's for the content. We need more honest content out here. Um, did you meet the Sugar M's on Bumble? Haha. No, the Sugar M's you got to meet in real life. And some of the Sugar M's are even young. Like you can meet Sugar M's like 26 and up, but they kind of know what they're doing. They kind of know what they're looking for. And like, I don't think I'd be a candidate now for Sugar M now that I know what Sugar M's are about. There's a lot of girls I used to mess with, older chicks older than me, etc. That it wouldn't even mesh now because like I have a different viewpoint. Part of it is information I viewed online tied with real life experiences and then me formulating my own opinion and where I'm trying to go in life and what I'm about and what makes me happy. That makes it a no-go for me. But I do think older women are a great move for certain guys in certain situations with certain personality types, with certain motives. And that's why I want to make YouTube videos about it and talk about it in depth. I've seen the bikes in Australia, but it's rare. I think they're meant for beach riding. That's interesting. And I didn't, wow. I got to visit Australia too, like I said before. Uh, did you mean, yeah, I think 25 is right, BP16, so I stand corrected. If 25 is where it's at. Because, like, I'll just take random samplings of girls. So, like, recently I took a random sampling of, like, 27-year-old girls. And they met the same prototype, even though, like, one was Korean, one was Japanese. Like, you really notice trends with this. Like, it really depends where you're at. Some guys, it's a move up dealing with the older women. Just for me, it's donezo. Been there, done that, know the game. Just, it's like an automatic no. And even for them, they know it's a no for them because they know like it's just a natural communication. Me and the older chicks, it's no longer a match like it used to be. Don't look at my phone, man. Let me do my live in peace, folks. I'm not including you. Just don't, I got to talk somewhere. I like Japan because you own your own space here. No one's going to get into a fist fight with you. Um, yeah, he says, I've seen the bikes, but it's rather rare. Yep. BP16 again. What you say there about the SMs, the sugar mamas. I think each sugar mama is different. I think there's two types. I think one has their own money. I think one has mama money. I think they range from 26 and up. I think I've never dealt with a 40-year-old sugar mamas, only like the mid-20s sugar mamas. Actually, a few sugar mamas, yeah. Usually the sugar mamas I dealt with, that I matched with, all came from family money. They were super smart women, master's degrees up in their mid-20s in New York. But before I came to Japan, I was 100% done with the sugar mamas. And then the nail in the coffin for me was once in Japan and dealing with some older women some more, then I was definitely done. It was very quick. Like my days were numbered before coming to Japan, and then finally in Japan, I gave it a little more chance, and I was fully done with the older women and sugar mamas. The sugar mamas, what they're about is power. That's my answer to your question, Gort. Sugar mamas are all about power, and like when looking back on it, I feel like respect and kind of awe and kind of shock and kind of admiration at the same time of women who deal with sugar daddies after reflecting on my experience dealing with sugar mamas. Whew. A little stressful thing about the sugar mama situation. What's to say here? Shirashi, okay. No man, Australia is boring. Yeah, that's what people say, but I hear Sydney is okay. Anywhere in Asia is far better. Okay, Gort, thanks for sharing that. No taken, but still want to visit there. I have some friends in Australia. There's another guy who said a sugar mama offered him, wow, 40K to open an English school? I would, that's why I say BP16. Sometimes it's worth it. And she might have been older, but that would be worth it for most guys' situation, unless you got millions in the bank or some sort of situation. Like, we'd have to talk about the dynamics, but don't sleep on sugar mamas and older women, man. Like, for a lot of guys, I think older women and or sugar mamas is the way to go. It's just not the way to go for me. That's why, like, I feel all the channels, whether entertainment channels or education channels, are just like too one-dimensional. Like, every situation's person different, so we should listen for the information, but like once it starts to get repetitive, just end that. Like, it needs to get more discussion format and not just entertainment and like SLUT shaming format, or like even on the women's side, like MEN shaming format. There's another guy who said, yeah, I think Tokyo has the highest concentration of millionaires in the world. Yeah, that's true. I've seen that online. I've Googled that, I've researched that. That's true. Wikipedia backs up what BP16 just said. BP16 is a world of knowledge, guys. I can't wait till we got to start having live conversations with people instead of me reading the chats, because these conversations will be awesome. Yo, you guys are awesome in the chat. I didn't even think of that. BP16 came up with that. So BP16 said Tokyo has the highest concentration of millionaires in the world. So I guess it's a prime SM market since a lot of them are lonely. Yeah, so actually I did do a live stream where a guy was talking about the sugar mamas. He was actually paid to date SMs, sugar mamas, and he's a Brazilian dude. So I gotta do like a whole nother video with him. He like shoots cars, I think. You could check out, if you like cars, you could, I think his IG's called Car Film, shout out to him. But yeah, man, there's guys who literally get paid to date women, young and old SMs. So you're right, BP16. There's actually an industry predicated just to that, to fulfilling the sugar and mama market with both Japanese men and foreign men. I never partaked in that, but based on some of his stories, I don't know if I want to. It does seem like decent money, though, if some guys are trying to make some quick money. Yeah, that's insane. Haha. Yeah, BP16, great for bringing that up. Guys, there's so much topics to discuss. It's just amazing. So, yeah, man, I'm happy I pinned that Brazil thing. But yeah, guys, this is dope, man. You guys made this an excellent stream. I didn't realize it'd be such a great stream. BP16 and Gort surprisingly joined the chat, because I feel like I've been doing these lives a lot later than when I started today, but I just knew I needed some sleep. So I figure if I start the live as soon as I get done with my obligations, then I'd be done around this time. That way I could eat and then finally get back to editing videos like I used to, because I think it's been a month since my last regular video. So people think I'm looking at girls, but I'm looking at these dogs. Dog's man's best friend. Daijoubu desu ka? Pet? Arigatou gozaimasu. Great. Dogs are great. Arigatou gozaimasu. So, yeah, man. I hope I showed the dogs. I was just petting them. So, yeah, man. Let me check out these restaurants. Here's a dance studio. They're heavy into the arts over here. Here's a pizzeria. Kichijoji is where it's at. You can get hot peppers out of vending machine like I was showing you before. Bunch of used stuff. But yeah, man. Thank you guys for the lights. I think I got a few subscribes too. Thank you for that as well. Enjoy your dinner. Great stream. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, BP16. And yeah, we out of here. See you next time, guys. Thank you again. Bye.